Children go through significant changes in their social development. The most drastic and important stage of social development occurs in the first 2 years after birth. Social development involves the values, knowledge, and skills that allow children to relate and interact with others. During this period, children are learning from their caregivers and exploring new social relationships. In this video, we will be discussing some of the major milestones you can expect from your child as they continue to develop and interact with the world around them. It is important to note that these are not strict timelines, rather a general trend of progression. Each child is unique and will most likely develop at their own pace. In the first 6 months, your baby will begin to develop rapidly. By the second month, your baby will be watching and listening to people around them, observing their reactions and studying their faces. By the third month, your baby will already be smiling broadly and laughing out loud. Around this time, you will find that your baby has their own way of telling you if they are hungry or in pain, whether it be by crying, whimpering, or something else. It is important to pick up the signals your baby is giving you. Research shows that comforting a baby's fussiness quickly and consistently in the first 6 months can reduce how demanding the baby will be when they grow up. Each baby is unique, and a lot of their personality can be seen by the 4th month. Some babies are quiet and shy, while others are more loud and assertive. Experts recommend adapting your parenting style to your baby's personality. For example, a quiet baby might not necessarily mean a happy baby. It just might mean that the baby is not expressing their true feelings and might require extra attention and care. Other ways you can help your child's development include maintaining skin-to-skin contact with your newborn, quickly responding to their crying, and cuddling with your baby. Between the 7th to 12th month, your baby will start to become active with the world. Your baby will be openly laughing, babbling, and consistently moving around. This is a critical time for your baby to develop their language skills, so it is important to talk and read to your baby. Your baby will be crawling everywhere, sitting on their own, and grabbing onto things to hold themselves up. It is very normal for a child to feel dependent on their family member or caregiver during this time. Therefore, it is common for a child to develop separation anxiety during this period in development. Although it can be scary, separation anxiety is a completely normal thing in a child's development and tends to go away. By the age of 12 to 18 months, your child has begun to develop a defined view of their social world and are comfortable with separating from their parents for brief periods of time. Their sense of self now allows them to identify themselves in the mirror or pictures, as well as show a preference for familiar people and places. They have a very egocentric perspective and love being the center of attention, but this will also mean that it will be difficult for them to play with others. At this point, you should not try to force your toddler to play with other kids, but allow them to play independently. It is still important, however, that you give them the opportunity to at least play beside children of similar age so that they start becoming accustomed to the idea. Your child will now also demonstrate the concept of possession over their own toys, while also showing an aversion to the idea of sharing these toys with other children. It will be you that must play with your child in order to teach them about sharing. Another development is that your child will begin to start imitating others, particularly in terms of copying adult activities like driving a car, reading, or cooking. At 18 to 24 months, your child is now more comfortable playing in the presence of others, and this form of socialization is an important part of their development. By this point, your toddler should be able to say their own name, so you should take the opportunity to introduce them to other playmates while taking note of these interactions. Their concept of ownership is now more prominent than before, which means that they will still shy away from sharing and may hit or push other children who touch their toys. You should try to minimize the conflict and explain to your child that it is okay for others to have a turn, and say things like, "It is still your toy." Their egocentric view often means that they are not aware of how much they can hurt another child, so it is important that you stop any cases of physical aggression and instruct them not to hit others. By now, your child's imitation skill will also have greatly developed and will manifest as a desire to be helpful, often by trying to copy their parents while completing household chores. Make sure to encourage this by allowing them to assist with simple chores when the opportunity presents itself, such as cleaning up spills or putting away their clothes and toys. This video explored the definition of social development and looked at healthy examples of what this looks like at various stages. We hope this video was helpful and can help you along your journey to becoming new parents. If you want to know more, there are some resources linked in the description below. Good luck!